Okay, so Bhavtosh, my colleague, is now confirming to us that Vikas Dubey has been killed. He did receive some injuries, and those are the first and exclusive visuals of Vikas Dubey being taken to the hospital. Bhavtosh, I'm just requesting you to stay on with us. My colleague Amir Haq is also now joining us on the broadcast live. Amir, exactly a week ago, Friday only it was, and we were discussing that ambush in Kanpur in which 8 UP cops were martyred. They were killed by Vikas Dubey and his gang, and now exactly on Friday, that is today, Vikas Dubey, we are being told, has also been killed.
Well, Hina, this is absolutely shocking because while there are wild speculations that were being made about Vikas Dubey getting killed in police encounter ever since the custody was actually handed over to the UP STF after his arrest or orchestrated surrender in Ujjain. But this is absolutely shocking because one after the other over the last 1 week we've had henchmen and several associates of Vikas Dubey being killed in absolutely the same manner in which Vikas Dubey seems to have been killed today as well. The only difference perhaps is that the convoy that was coming towards Kanpur had met with an accident. In fact, one of the cars that was in the convoy, in fact, the one which was carrying Vikas Dubey, overturned as an impact of the accident, and then Vikas Dubey perhaps attempted to flee, and the police party from there on took over and fired several shots in which a couple of shots perhaps hit Vikas Dubey, and he was brought to the hospital in an injured condition, but he could not survive anymore. So it is almost like a pre-written script, the sequence of events that have happened in all such half a dozen encounters that have taken place over the last 6-7 days, in which 5 of the close associates of Vikas Dubey were killed. Now, his account of things about what exactly transpired on the intervening night of Thursday and Friday, 2nd and 3rd of July, when 8 policemen were killed in a shootout in Bikru village on the outskirts of Kanpur. This was very important for the police, for the court, for all the truth that pertained to that incident needed to come out. But it seems now that all of that will remain under wraps, especially the collusion of police with Vikas Dubey, perhaps his connections with political people, politicians from Kanpur and other places as well, several businessmen involved into shady deals with help of Vikas Dubey. All of that needed to come out, and that would have only come out if Vikas Dubey was interrogated at length by the police that had taken him into custody. But sadly, all of that will perhaps remain under wraps now, and that it is almost like a closure has been brought to the case with the manner in which this encounter has happened this morning. Over the last several days,
right,
every daybreak there was an encounter which was being reported from UP, and this time around it seems that this was last in the strings of the encounters that we've seen over the last 7 days.